What's up, everyone? Lord Ryujin here. Yes, it's the second video uploaded today because I've been running through things in my head, and I just wanted to discuss this, put it out there on the internet, rant about it, whatever you want to say. But I have a declaration, a plea, whatever you want to call it, that I want to give to Nintendo. And I know that I'm just, really, really small. I don't even have, 20 subscribers. I don't have a lot of people. So I know that I don't get views that much and everything. But I feel like I need to say this just for the sake of saying it and getting it out there. We all know that Nintendo has announced Project NX. And by now, my thoughts on it have already been voiced. That I feel like once you announce what's coming next, it kills off any chances of the current. So since you have announced Project NX, any possibility that you had of selling the Wii U is probably going out the door. Because it's sort of like buying an original 3DS when you have the new Nintendo 3DS. Why should you buy older technology when there's a newer one that's right there, and all that stuff? And I know that not a lot of information is known about NX. I still think it's not going to come out till probably at least 2017 at the earliest, but probably more likely 2018. So we still have a couple of years left on the Wii U, but I'm just saying that I think that it's going to hinder the sales. But that's not the point of this video, and I apologize for shooting off for that. What I wanted to talk about is in regards to Project NX itself. And I know that I stated that I don't think it's very fair to talk about next gens when the current gens are out, because it kind of adds again to that hindrance that all we're interested in is NX, get it out, no one cares about Wii U. And we should care about Wii U because it still has potential, it still has life in it. But I just wanted to bring this up because I was reading an article that said that Nintendo had hired an Xbox engineer to work on it. To this I have to say, Nintendo, do what you need to do to stay in business, because you are a corporation, you need to make money, and you need to stay in business. And I feel strongly that you are the company that everybody needs to look up to. I mean, I've already said time and time again that Sony emulates you. It's no surprise. Everybody that knows Sony's history knows how they got into the gaming business to begin with. So it's no wonder that they emulate you. But I feel like you are what keeps the video game industry afloat, and that if you were to bow out, it would be a catastrophe. Gaming would probably never recover, or it would be in a really dark place, kind of like what it's in now, because, like I stated before, that other than the Wii U itself, if you look at what the current choices are for consoles, it's kind of bleak and kind of sad, at least in regards to what they offer technologically. I've gone to that before. I'm not here to debate semantics as far as which system is better. I'm just saying that the Wii U offers enough of a difference between its competitors to stay relevant. However, and again, you're going to do what you need to do to stay in business. I get that. So this is just more or less, I guess, a plea to please don't waste your integrity and keep your dignity about you. So what do I mean by that? Well, there are a few gripes that people have when it comes to consoles, and rightfully so. And I worry that you're going to go down that road, because I'm already starting to see it, and it's a slippery slope. Like there was a recent update to Street Pass. It included 2 new games and allowed you to get Street Plus Premium, which allowed you to add VIPs, calendars, and all that stuff. And all of them were $5. So I started to think about it, and it's just like, wouldn't it have made more sense for you to be able to buy the hats separately? at like 75 cents or something per hat rather than having to earn Street Pass Plaza tickets to trade in for. And I thought they're getting $5 from you for these games and for this service and stuff like that. And then I see what you're doing with Smash Brothers and offering these costumes for like $1.15, I think it is. And I start to see you slowly start to nickel and dime, like third-party developers are now. And I've talked about this before, about like DLC and add-on content that's not needed, and how these microtransactions are kind of a cancer. I see you going down that route. And I worry when it comes to Project NX that you're going to create a system that's powerful and meets third-party developers' approval, but it also means that it's going to meet their qualifications, and you're not going to have that quality to you anymore. And you're just going to push games out because third-party developers say that they want to support it, and you're going to get like Assassin's Creed Unity, where you're going to get these games that are glitchy, unpolished, unfinished, and people are going to complain about your hardware. I worry that you're going to start doing like Sony and Microsoft and start paying for online. I worry about this stuff because one of the legitimate claims that people have in regards to PC is that all they have to do is pay their internet bill. And I agree with that 100% because while I am giving Sony $50 a year for PlayStation Plus, it's connected to all my devices. So a PS Vita, a PS3, a PS4, even now PlayStation Now, tablets, PCs, stuff like that. It extends beyond just one console. Not so much with Microsoft. Once they cut support for the 360, Xbox Live is going to be solely focused on Xbox One, and I'm sure that's also going to focus on Windows 12 on PC. But what I'm getting at is that you can create a Nintendo Network to work with your portables and with tablets and with your home-based systems and all this stuff. But please don't start charging, because that's something that PC gamers love. That's something that I love, is the fact that I can get on Mario Kart 8 and play. I don't have to worry about, well, did I renew my service? I can't remember. And now I have like my 360, because it didn't renew Xbox Live, that won't allow me to do anything. I can't stream YouTube, I can't chat with friends, I can't do anything. At least not at the moment. I probably have to go in and update some information, and that's fine. That's neither here nor there. What I'm getting at is that I worry that you're going to start paying for online services, for voice chat and stuff. And if that's what you need to do, I will support it. I will give you my money. I have no problem with that. I just worry about what that's going to offer down the road, I guess, as far as your integrity and your dignity. You know, I know that a lot of people give you grief, but I love your headstrong attitude. Because after all, if you look around you, Microsoft and Sony can't say that they have plastic figurines that are selling like hotcakes. They can't. Your amiibos are selling. You have the best-selling portable that's out there on the market right now. Sony can't say that. You have a headstrong attitude that this is what we're going to do because this is what we think is going to happen. And Microsoft has done it too. And the backlash that they did allowed them to backpedal. But I wonder how much better the Xbox One probably could have been if they had stuck with their original design and were headstrong and said, this is what we think gaming is going forward and you have to accept it. I do wonder. And if you think about the fact that the PS4 had an update that got rid of DRM and got rid of all the features that the Xbox One was tweeting it was going to do, means that the PlayStation 4 was going to do the exact same thing. The only one that didn't do it was going to be you. And you would have came out on top if that had gone through. So I think you just need to stick to what it is that you do best. Make great hardware and make great first-person franchises and lead the way. That's what you need to do. And I hope that you continue to do that, Nintendo. I really do. But I just worry that you're going to follow the same path that Sony and Microsoft are. And you're going to design a system that third-party developers are going to say they're going to get behind, and that they're going to love and develop for, only for it to fall flat in your face, because they've said that with the GameCube, and they said that with the Wii U, and we have seen how that's worked out. Ubisoft has told you, we're going to give you unprecedented support. We're going to give you a partnership unlike anything that's been seen before, and then they backed out. They stopped giving you exclusives. Same thing of Capcom. We're only going to give you, Nintendo, Resident Evil games going forward. They gave you Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 4, and the Resident Evil remake, and that was it. Resident Evil 5 did not come to a Nintendo system. Support, right? So that's what I worry about. I worry that it's going to create this system. It's going to cost, $400 or $500 something, and it's going to be powerful for like a year. And then Sony's going to release a PS5, and all the developers are going to go flooding over there. Everybody's going to talk about how great this system is. You're going to be left in the dust again, and now you got a $400 system you don't know what to do with, because you designed it around what third-party developers wanted, and they're not there anymore. And I sort of just miss the days where it was just like, you pop the system down, here's our Super Nintendo, develop for it or don't. And that's sort of what it was, You need to lead the way, and you need to show people how to use your hardware, and then I'm sure developers will come, especially if you get the sales. I've talked before about how exclusives help sell systems. Systems will sell, so that there's an install base, so third-party developers will more get on board. You'll start getting more third-party support, which will help sell systems. I mean, it's a win-win. So I can get you wanting to get third-party developers behind you for that support. I just worry about what it's going to be as a cost. I worry you're going to have a system that's either too expensive, isn't going to get enough support, or is going to sacrifice the integrity that you've had for all these years in order to appease people who at the end of the day don't care. I've seen it before, again with the Wii U and with the GameCube. I've just given examples where they've said that they're going to give you support, and then they don't. They've left. You said that you're going to get certain games on the 3DS, you never got them. Because at the end of the day, it was the best option at that time. And of course, we don't know what the future is going to hold. We don't know how soon the PS5 is going to come out. We don't even know if there is going to be a next generation of systems past the PS4 from Sony. We don't know. So I guess at the end of the day, what my plea comes down to is going to be the last minute and a half of this video. Nintendo, please do not sacrifice yourself. If you need to work with third-party developers, if you need to go and call up your buddies at Sony or something and ask them, what did you do to make such a successful system? By all means, do that. Do what you need to do to stay in business and to make money. But at the end of the day, don't sacrifice your morals. Make sure that it is to your specifications. Make sure that it is to your quality, your price range, and what you want to do with it. Don't just do something because Ubisoft and Capcom and all of them tell you that that's what they want in order for them to support you, because they've bitten you, they've burned you in the past, and you shouldn't listen to them. And I've pleaded this to Sony as well as to Microsoft that they shouldn't listen to third-party developers anyway, because there have been many third-party developers that have gone out of business. So obviously they didn't know what they were doing. So do whatever you need to do for Project NX, and do whatever you need to do for the next generation of hardware. But just don't sacrifice yourself too much. Don't nickel and dime us. Don't start disc locking content. Don't start doing the things that people have griped about over the years. And that's my 2 cents on the matter. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, make sure to join the conversation in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.